Some of you have been asking how I plan my workout routine and what is my strategy. How do I work with the kettlebell? How do I include barbells? So this video serves to answer this question, to show you what my goal as a physical culturist really is. Grüezi miteinander, Gregory from Lebe here. We're all about kettlebells. So if you are into kettlebells, then like the video and consider subscribing. So this is my personal calendar. As you can see, the idea is to stay as consistent as possible. This is October, this is November, this is December, and I always want to engage in training 4 times a week. And I always want to have a lot of steps per day. So this is my physical strategy. Every 2 to 3 months, we take a full break. So for example, on the 27th of December to the 2nd of January, this is a full week break, sometimes even 10 days, where I allow my body to fully recuperate, don't do anything. I keep walking, I keep doing those minimum requirements, which is walking, but I don't engage in training or lifting any objects, kettlebells or barbells. My goal is to be a physical culturist, to be a generalist, to engage my body in every type of activity that serves my body well and serves my goal well. So I'm not an athlete, I'm not a regular trainee. I love the description to be a physical culturist, people who enjoy and are passionate about training and moving in general. So now let's take a typical week that I'm now engaged in. So let's talk about Monday first. As you can see right here, I did 16,000 steps, and Monday is the cycle where I just do training, regular kettlebell training, where we engage in the live workouts. Because it's a live stream, I just type in kettlebell training, 45 minutes, and that's it. I never pay no attention to calories burned. The only thing that I sometimes keep in my eye is the calories burned through walking, which can be a little bit closer to what it really is. 16,000 steps would be approximately 12 kilometers of walking. That may burn 600 calories. This comes pretty close. However, 1 hour or 45 minutes of kettlebell training with breaks and not with this balls to the walls mentality, this is not 500, almost 500 calories. So I don't pay no particular attention to the calories burned during the workout or training. So on Tuesday, I'm having a day off, but as you can see, I did 22,000 steps. So it's always the idea to keep it moving and walking. On Wednesday, this is my bodybuilding strength type of day. Now I come from the bodybuilding background, and even though I moved away from it, there's still certain things and certain leftovers that I still enjoy. For example, the squat with the barbell. Now what is my goal if we watch the history? So you can see I have a pretty huge history here. So my goal is right now I do 3 sets of 5. And 3 sets of 5, I took it from starting strength from Mark Ripto. It's a great idea to engage in training with weights because it fills, or it closes the gap between strength and building muscle. And so I start with 80 kilo, then I go to 90, and then I up it to 100 kilos. I'm a lightweight dude, so I'm not as strong when it comes to these heavy weights, but I always try to really go above and beyond. So the idea is to always reach the 100 kg at the end in the last set. Maybe I start upgrading a little bit, depends on how I feel on that particular day. And the reason for the barbell squat, it's a powerful exercise. I build a lot of strength, my whole body's working, and I have these heavy weights that I'm not used to, that I don't engage in when I engage into kettlebell training. Even if I use heavy weights in kettlebells, it's not the same if you load plates to the bar. Then we have the bench press. I'm so happy we just bought a new bench press, an awesome thing from ATX, because the last one I've sold, I've really lost some strength when it comes to my pressing abilities, especially with my chest. So I used to do the 80 kg no problem. And now I'm at 2 reps. So as you can see, I start with 60 kg, 70 kg, then I'm up to 80. So this was the first week. It really surprised me, and I was like, ooh, that's a wake-up call. You gotta watch your pectoralis strength, brother. So the idea is not only just to build strength in my chest, the idea is also, I believe this is where the kettlebell is lacking to a certain extent. That's why I think the bench press is such a great addition to any type of gym. Another reason why I'm taking part in heavy barbell squats is because it transfers well into my long cycle, my jerk, and double cleans, Turkish get up, or whatever. When you step up to the bar, you can always transfer this brute strength that you're gaining through intense training in that regard to the kettlebell or to whatever sports you are doing. And the same goes for the bench press. If I build a stronger upper body, I will feel this in my jerk, in my top fixation, in my press, in my cleans, everywhere. And this is where I align my thinking with Mark Rippetoe from Starting Strength. If we focus on getting stronger, this is a skill that we can transfer into almost any activity. Here we go with chins, 3 sets of 10. I took this from the Mind Pump podcast because they had this great edition where they were talking about, hey, what's the greatest exercise for biceps? Well, ask the gymnasts who are built like beasts and they do chins. And when you do chins, you work your biceps as well as your back. So this is a most bang for your buck exercise. And then I finish with 4 sets of jerk. Interesting about finishing with 4 sets of jerk is I sometimes do 5 sets. This, as soon as I grab the kettlebell on Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, this is where I engage into training mode. Mondays were some form of workout mode, where I just want to move my body. Yet, in this regard, I want to improve my technique. The jerk is a beast, takes eternities to learn. So these are more lighter weights, double 16s, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, and then I finish maybe with 30 seconds of double 20s or another minute of double 20s. And if I feel like it, and I add another one, because the training aspect is to improve technique where you reach a level where you have mastered it. So on Friday, this is my heavy cycle where we are doing a micro workout. 3 exercises. We have deadlift, press, and jerk. 1 minute each, unbroken. Now I'm working with double 24s. I remember picking up the double 24s for the first time. It almost killed me. And now I'm slowly getting used to it. Again, the idea is to engage in heavy weights with kettlebells and improve technique. Really test out the technique. How well is it? How did I improve to really feel okay? I still need some work in that regard, and heavy weights, as we all know, are instructive. And then we have Saturday. This is the last workout of the 4, so it's 4 workouts per week. We start with 5 Turkish get up left, 5 Turkish get up right. I used the 32 kg. My goal is to really get stronger at the 40 kg Turkish get up, because the last time I did it with the left side, I messed it up, but I think it's just lacking some upper body strength, which I'm now trying to build back with the bench press. And then again, we have the bench press. And as you can see, I started with 70 kg double sets, 5 reps. And then I ended up with 80 kg, 3 reps. I knew it was 2 on Monday, and my goal was to hit 3 on Saturday, and I did it. Then I do pistol squats because this is an exercise that really challenges me. I also realized that I've gotten not only stronger, but my ankle mobility has improved to an extent where I can now say I can do pistol squats continuously. And then I finished with 2 sets of long cycle with double 20s. Depends on my mood. This is again a training idea where the idea is to improve in the long cycle. I just love this exercise. And for example, on Saturday, I did 4 sets. I just love this exercise. Again, as you can see, 14,000 steps. So this is my training cycle for the next 8 weeks. Then I'm taking a break. Then I'm doing a recap, see if I need some more work in certain areas. If not, I'll just continue doing these exercises. For example, Friday, deadlift, jerk, long cycle has been a staple of my workout regime since a year almost. We always continuously do the same exercises because I believe variation is number 1 for your brain and not for your body. Let's talk about volume for a second. If you're a beginner, you look at this and you're like, wow, I gotta do this. I wanna recommend that you wanna aim for consistency first. This means 1 workout per week for the next year. Then 2 workouts, then 3, and once you've mastered 3, you are at the top of the pyramid. If you go into 4, then you become a physical culturist, one who really enjoys and loves this thing, is passionate about it, and can walk a day or can't live a day without thinking about the kettlebell or barbells or whatever. And you maybe have been told that you always have to take a break and make sure that regeneration is a big part of your strategy, which I agree, it is necessary. So that means maybe work out every other day. Yet, what we do when you take a look at the schedule, Friday training and Saturday, these are so-called micro workouts. Monday is the biggest volume load, then Wednesday is a big load, then Friday is a smaller load, and Saturday is a smaller load. So this combination allows us to train more frequently. But like I mentioned, one of the most important aspects of training regularly is frequency, not throughout the week or the month, but throughout the year or even your lifetime. So on a final note, I just want to mention how important it is that we use everything that we have at our disposal as tools. I love the kettlebell, yet the barbell is also powerful. So I love to engage in both. And one thing that I remember is even back when Angie and I started training under the guidance of Steve Cotter, we were able to finish and pass the fitness test of his certifications, not with great technique, but with brute strength. Angie and I, we were both lifting heavy, so we were pretty strong. Doesn't mean that we almost died with these 2 certifications, but we were able to manage it. And sometimes I look back and I'm like, wow, I must have been pretty decently strong when I did these certifications because my technique was off. And this realization led to the fact that I'm now telling myself, okay, bro, you gotta get back into some strength gains and make sure that you use the barbell, because it's technically speaking one of the best ways to build raw strength, because it's easier to load. So this is what I'm doing. And like I mentioned in the beginning, since I'm coming from this bodybuilding type of background, I still have it in my mind, I still have it in my body, I still like a good pump, especially after those chins. And again, I want to emphasize, I am a physical culturist. I love the idea of movement, I love the idea of training, and I love the idea of mastering complex types of lifts. 90 Days of Kettlebells is an online workout course for beginners who want to train at home, lose weight, and achieve lasting results without wasting time and money with crash diets and unused gym memberships. The program works as follows. You will do 3 kettlebell workouts per week that gradually increase in difficulty. You'll also build 3 powerful eating habits that have proven successful in our coaching. As the name implies, the program lasts 90 days and you will have lifelong access after purchase. We also include live accountability sessions where you will publicly state your goals. Psychology shows us that if we make our goals public, our adherence to the process and the program increases dramatically. If you have been struggling to put together an elaborate kettlebell workout system while trying to lose weight, then 90 Days of Kettlebells is for you. The price of 90 Days of Kettlebells is $59 per month for 3 months, and you can save 20% with a one-time payment of $147. We'll open registration only to a small number of new clients. Join the waiting list now to get access 24 hours before the general public. Link is in the description.